FizArt and welcome to my channel. Before I start today's video, I just wanna let you guys know that I have a bad cold today, so I apologize in advance for my sick voice. Yeah, for those who doesn't know me, I'm a digital artist and I usually rant about my experience as an artist in general. I also do some time lapses of an hour I done in the past. I hope you enjoy what I'm doing, and in this video I'll be covering the topic of how to start drawing digitally. People have been asking, not really. Wait 1 second. So people have been asking me, when did you start drawing, or what software did you use to draw your digital artwork? And my answer to that is I started drawing digitally back then around 2013 or 2014, around that time, with my really old iPad Air, which I still have in my drawer. One thing that haven't changed from back then is that I still draw on my iPad up to this day. For some reason, I'm really attached to my iPad. But back to the main point. So, how do you start drawing digitally? I assume you guys think, oh, digital painting. Oh, screw that. You're gonna need to learn so much thing. You need to take a degree for that, for God's sake. But no, not really. I'll tell you why. First of all I gotta say is be inspired and know what kind of art style that appeals to you. Few examples are like League of Legends splash art, pixel art, anime, or anything that you like. If you have experience in drawing, or you're really confident in your drawing skill, then the next step won't be that hard. Because all you gotta do is just find a software or a platform for you to start drawing with. Look guys, there's no need to own a Photoshop or get a Wacom tablet to start making your digital artwork. At this point, all you need to do is get a grip on doing art other than in paper. So no need to invest a lot of money to begin with. So please stop with your excuses, God. Find any software that allows you to draw is sufficient enough to kickstart your drawing careers. I'll refer to a few software that I use that might help you to start drawing your digital artwork later on in this video. But once you find your perfect match, try to stick with it. It's better to master one software that you're comfortable with, rather than knowing a lot of software but then you barely know how to use them. Every newcomer is gonna struggle to adapt to a new software, or just feel like drawing with pencil is much easier. Hey, I get that. But look, just play around with it and you'll get used to it at some point, and soon you'll start noticing some advantage working in digital way, such as having an undo button, using layers, and having different tools. Here are a few things that I can advise based on my experience. I find iPad is a great platform to use for beginners. Working on touchscreen is pretty similar with working with pen and paper. You know, you can always get a stylus if fingers are a bit too much for you. And iPhone may also work, but you know, you'll end up working in the small screen. So, what's a decent software to use, or an app for a beginner besides Photoshop? So my answer to that is Paper 53. Paper 53 hands down is the best software out there for beginners. So the reason why Paper 53 is the best software out there is that it's really simple and easy to use. Unlike Photoshop, Paper 53 is solely meant for drawing and painting, and it's really straightforward, so you don't need that much time to learn the app. Plus, it has the best looking interface in any drawing software that I know of. Disclaimer, it's almost been 2 years since I last opened the app, so there might be some changes, and I'm sorry in advance in case if I made some mistake. The only downside to it is that the app doesn't really offer much besides drawing and painting. And unlike Photoshop, where you can edit some picture or doing other stuff besides drawing, it's really limited. There is no copy paste, not back then, no layers, no editing. So yeah, that's the reason why I start using Procreate. So what is Procreate? So basically, Procreate is a simplified version of Photoshop. Procreate is a very different app in comparison to Paper 53. So how is that? What's the difference between both of them? So let me just say, when you open Paper 53, there's only 9 tools that they offer, whereas when you open Procreate there's over 100 plus, not including the customizable tool. And these are just some minor examples. If you have experienced Photoshop before, I think you can just jump straight into Procreate and skip Paper 53. But then you ask, if it's a mini version of Photoshop, why not get a Photoshop instead? Although it's true that Photoshop is a better version of Procreate, there are a few advantages that Procreate offers. Procreate is arguably better for illustration in general due to its compatibility with iPad. So for instance, it is easier for you to draw with an iPad than you are drawing with a tablet, a Wacom tablet. Not to mention that Procreate also supports Photoshop file and it allows them to be shared across platforms and devices. That being said, this is just my personal advice and experience. So in other words, this is the best you can get and there won't be any advices out there. Trust me on this. Yeah. In all seriousness, I just hope that this video has been truly helpful for you guys. And if you want more of this kind of video, let me know. And also suggest me what kind of video or tutorial that you guys interested in. Yeah, just comment below and don't forget to leave a like. Before I end this video, I just want to let you guys know that I am in no way sponsored by the app or devices that I mentioned above. Yeah, I wish I was though. Notice me please. Yeah, like I mentioned, this is just 100% my experience. There are better advices out there. So yeah, thanks for watching and I hope you guys have an amazing day. Cheers!